Man. And good afternoon. Good afternoon. You're gonna open the windows of heaven, pouring out. Man, as usual, these glasses dirty. Good. I'm gonna say good morning because it's my first time greeting, I guess, YouTube today. I've been up and at 'em. A little bit of work. It's a good day, even though it's cloudy and ugly. It's a good day, and I'm glad to be zero, 1, or 21, or 81. It don't really matter because I'm commanded to press play and talk. Today, like I said, is a good day, and I want us to really, really think about life in general. What am I doing now? What do I want to be doing in the near future? Just life, because whether we realize it or not, it's time to get to work for our life, whatever that is. If you going to school or going back to school, you need to be getting to it. I think that everything now, there's an urgency connected to it. I don't think any of us are supposed to be out here twiddling our thumbs or sitting on things that we've been wanting to do for years and just scared or not sure about how it's going to work out. Um, some of us need to change some of our friends. Hey, realist, what's up? I'm driving on my I guess alleged lunch break. Some of us need to change our diet, and I'm some of us. Well, I need to eat better because my diet isn't that bad. I just don't eat enough. So therefore, man, mm, mm, mm. But one thing about life I know is, hey, queen, hey, butterflies. One thing I know about life is it's it's like a roller coaster. We're here. Forrest Gump says it's like a box of chocolates, but we're gonna talk about a roller coaster today. We have our ups and downs. We have those valleys where it's a little bit rough, a little bit tough, but most of the time we come out that valley just fine. You have those moments where it's high, everything is at a peak, and everything is all the way up. It's never ending, the twists and turns that we have to go through. You know, I'm willing to bet that if you don't want to get on the ride that goes upside down, then you ain't really trying to live life for real, for real. Because sometimes life turn you upside down before you know it. No, I'm not saying my life is upside down. I'm saying it's time to start doing life. We supposed to be out here living, and living includes, yes, having a good time in life, traveling, seeing the world, spending time with family, but it also includes those things that you might have put off, or like I said, you might have been afraid to do in a moment. It's like no time like the present. Like we don't have time, and we shouldn't be wasting time anymore, honestly, if we can help it. Because I think sometimes, I mean, hey, that's what we do. We waste a little time, but I guess that's what brings us to this. Right now it's time to do everything. Y'all know how I say it, big. And I'm saying that with my chest today, okay? Yeah, I got an attitude. And why I got an attitude? Because the little stinky ass devil, excuse my French, Gary, where you at when I need you? I always think he got one up on you. I always think he can win, but I keep telling y'all, I know who I am. I know whose I am. Ain't nothing gonna ever change that. But my smoke right now is for me. Forget anybody else. My smoke is for me. For any time I allow the enemy to get me in a space where I feel stuck or I can't move or I don't know what to do, when I all the time know what to do. If I don't know nothing else, I know to pray. If I don't know nothing else, I know no weapon formed against me shall prosper. If I don't know nothing else, I'm supposed to at least say that. I want to openly apologize to me, please. We good, Sycam. I forgive you, but you know, I think we better than that. You know what I mean? That's all. It's not no, I didn't, I was just being silly. You have to learn my personality, and I thought you knew, but because you don't, I apologize as well, but we good. But like I said, if I don't know nothing else, I know that there's not one weapon that can form against me that can prosper. And the fact that I have to say that means that, oh, sugar honey iced tea gonna come, but it don't mean nothing to me. I'm striving for greatness every day because why? I tell my kids, you are of greatness. If I'm telling my kids they are greatness, where the heck they get greatness from? Besides God, they came through me. If I birth kids that are great, striving to be, well, they are great. I ain't gonna say they striving, they are great and they're getting greater. If I birth these children, then that means I'm great. I was great first. I don't care where I am in my life right now. I know that I am great. All of y'all should know y'all great. Clean, what you do, you coach them kids, that's greatness. It's some people that don't even want to deal with kids. Too many people out here worrying about stuff that don't got nothing to do with them. And when I speak, Lord, please hear me. I ain't talking about no YouTube. I don't know these people. Those y'all know who I know, whatever. Y'all my friends. I like y'all. Y'all my page. But I'm just saying, as a whole, when I look around and I see how we moving out here, we look like fools a lot of times. So I want us to start living. We might not live perfect. We might not live the way others think we should live. But if you're living the way you're supposed to be living, the way you know you're supposed to be living, everything else really don't matter. Because the minute we lose focus of that, now we off our square and we're hindering our greatness. I come on here every day with something good to say to everybody. I don't care who you are. I'm saying something good to you. It's not my job to care about who won it. It's my job to just come on here and give y'all something positive and good, like I said I was. If I'm commanded to press play and talk, when I talk, I need to say something that means something. Yeah, I joke. I'm going to joke forever in my life. But even in jokes, you're going to get something that can help your life because that's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. A lot of us don't have or are not where we think. Well, back it up. A lot of us are not where we thought we would be, and it's because of us. It ain't because somebody held us back. It's not because of a crab. It's because of us. What didn't you do that you were supposed to do? Why didn't you do it? What's stopping you now? We have so many complaints out here in this world, and we above water. We still alive, but we complain about little things that we have the control to do something about. You mad because something didn't happen for you, but you forgot to work. You can't activate faith and not put in no work. Nothing falls out the sky for us. It's not a fairy tale out here. God don't just come around dancing around, dropping the little blessings. You know what I mean? He can do it because he God, but there's a requirement. There's a requirement. Let me tell y'all, I am a person that don't care about a phone. Everybody, y'all know how they do. You need an iPhone. You should get an iPhone. I don't want an iPhone. I don't know nothing about iPhones. My friend said the other day, like, what you need is an iPhone. This is the first time I didn't say no or I don't want an iPhone. I'm like, I think I do because it's something in particular that that iPhone can do for me that this Android can't. What do I have to do now? Get out of my way and figure out how the heck I'm gonna get an iPhone because I ain't about to, now that I don't want to do is pay for that iPhone. She said you can get on my account. Hey Gary, you can get on my account. How much is your bill? Boom, it's about the same I'm paying, but I know better than T-Mobile because they be having all them hidden fees, y'all. And then there was that thing is through her company. The thing is, I want to keep my number because I think it's unique for me. Wherever I go, it sets me apart. You know, I'm a hairstylist. So when I advertise and people see that 216, people that are familiar with the Midwest are going to be like, oh, wait a minute, she from the Midwest? That's Detroit, Ohio. I know how they get down. That's a marketing tool that I use. And it's also a sentimental piece because I've had this number since 2004. So I had said, well, maybe I can just get another Cleveland number. You know, I'm still entertaining the idea of having a phone, iPhone, but I just didn't, you know, I hadn't gotten back to her. So I get to work today and I'm talking to my client, you know, we having our conversation like we have, you know, like we having right now. These type of conversations I have, y'all don't see me at work. We have funny, silly conversations. We talk about God. We talk about all types of stuff in that chair. Depends on the person. Some of them don't talk at all. But we having our conversation. My friend is going through. So now I have to be the person to remind her, but you know you built for this. Think about it. We've been here before. I don't say you, I say we. We've been here before. We all been in a low place before. We all been in a space where it feel like, uh-oh, this is it. I'm done. But then just when you thought you was about to tap out, something come and snatch you up and then everything all good again and you right back on top like you never left. So I know how she feel because we've been there before. And I'm telling her the story about my iPhone. And this is a lady, y'all. One day she kept saying, God want me to bless you. He want me to bless you. And she said, I'm gonna open up your business account and I'm gonna give you $500. And then I'm gonna give you another 500. So end up, I was in a bind at that time. And she came and she said, oh, wait a minute, I got to bless you. This woman gave me $500 and said, I know you have things you're dealing with. She said, you go ahead and handle your business. I'll give you another 500. Just do what you got to do. So that was an instant where she helped me. There's been times where, like, y'all know how I do Uber Eats. I know I can't make a certain amount of money within like an hour. That's somebody I can call and say, hey, let me hold 250. I'll get you back in 3 hours or first thing in the morning. She's always there for me. And sometimes only thing I can do for a person is make sure I just give them a kind word. Because it ain't always a monetary thing, you know, but we always there for each other. The same woman that just gave me a new king size bed. What'd she say? I got an iPhone you can have. What? And I think I'm about to worry about some, oh, God. She said, I mean, it might not be new, but it's in good condition. That's why I can't focus on chaos. You know what I mean? The thing around me, even though it don't look like what I think or what I hope, sometimes it's just not going to look like that until I get to where I'm going, you know? Here I am saying how I can't pay for a phone. Somebody gives me one. God do this every day in probably all our lives, but especially mine in the last two. That's why I know no matter how hard it get, no matter how frustrated I get, how upset I might be at times, or over it, because I'll be like, man, I'm just over it. He always show up. Always. You know what I'm saying? He reminds me every time. Yes, it is easy to get in the space of feeling like you're not heard, you're not seen. I've been praying. But you gotta pay attention to the little things. Maybe the big thing ain't ready you've been praying for, but he's still giving you those little blessings along the way. Those are the things you gotta be grateful for. You can't be in a space of even unforgiveness, you know. Y'all seen the comment, you know, me and Sickle, without details, you know, we had misunderstanding. Cool. I'm not mad, but I need you to understand what was going on. And we handled that like two adults. It ended in forgiveness. And it was never a thing where I was mad. But at the same time, we don't do stuff like that. We don't say, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean this. I'm very apologetic because I don't want to make nobody feel no kind of way ever for no reason. So if you come to me or you know and say, hey, you did blah blah blah, I'm the first that's gonna be like, I'm sorry, that was not my intentions. Forgive me if I made you feel that way. I didn't mean to. I'm not above that. But that's the little things that get caught in your heart when you don't do it like that. Don't none of us know each other in real life on here. Not really. We just know each other from chatting in the chat. All we know is these avatars. Some of us have our face up, some of us don't. But we don't know each other. You don't know nothing about me personally unless I sit here and tell you. Y'all probably know a little bit about me now because I share. My life is not a secret. No, I'm not gonna tell you my personal business because it ain't none of nobody's business. But I don't live a life of regret or shame because I know everything that I've been through in life, especially the things that I've accomplished or overcame. Those are things that can help the next person. If I've been through something and then my sister next to me that is going through the same exact thing, why would I look at her and be like, oh, I remember that was me? Because I'm too scared to say something. There's a reason why we go through things, and that's exactly why. So you can have a testimony that'll help somebody else. Sometimes people don't have to go through the same thing you went through if you open your mouth. But too many times we just allow people to just keep going through, when we could have just been like, hey, you know, I've been in this situation before, bruh. And I just want to share with you how I handle it. They might not do it, they might not like it, but at least you tried, you know. People don't want to try to be good people. I mean, it's bad enough we got hell on earth. We got wars going on, we got kids getting abducted, trafficked. Oh God. Y'all know what I'm saying? We got all types of stuff. We got missing babies out here. We got wars. We got uncertainty even here. You know, we don't know what the next couple of years are gonna look like around here. Are we ready? Are you ready? Like it's so much big stuff that we need to be paying attention to than to allow small distractions to get us thrown. So yes, when I get a situation and I'm feeling some kind of way or I'm trying to do something or it just don't seem to fit, I love say you got an angel and I be looking like, huh? I love that because we do need that little pat or that little you got this. It don't always come from people. It's not gonna always come from people. It ain't gonna always come from where you expect it to come from or where you hope it come from. But it's always those little things that remind you you're doing well. It's okay. You got this. So I think I just really try to remember you've been here before. Anytime I feel low, you've been here before. When I lived in Cleveland and I said I got there and I didn't have a place to live, But my cousin would put me in a hotel room when she could because she worked there. So she was just, finesse the little computers and move me around room to room. Other than that, Meek the hustler was in the back of the shop I worked at, in the office, with my feet up on the desk, in the chair, with a cover and a pillow. At night, I'd be on the computer doing my research for things I needed to do, get done, how to find certain things. 5 o'clock in the morning, I got up, got myself together. By 5:30, I turned that light on that said open every day. Then I got me a place. Then I got me a car. By that third month, I got a house, a car, and clientele out the wazoo. Took me 90 days to build in Cleveland, and I started at the bottom for real. No, I wasn't homeless in the street, but nevertheless, sounds homeless to me. I didn't have a home. I had a place to stay, but it wasn't a home. I pray God I never have to sleep on the street, but that's the closest I ever will get. That's what I say. That's the closest I'll ever get to homeless is when I was homeless sleeping in the back of the shop. I've been here 15 years. I got off the airplane after networking on MySpace. Oh, you come here, you'll clean up. Really? What's it like there? How much they charge? I'm doing my little quick investigation. A guy that owns salons here pops up like, I like your work. What would it take to get you in my shop? I just jumped out on faith. Like, can I come down and work when I come and, see how it is? Sure. I come in. By the time I got to Charleston the very first time, I had to get off the airplane and run and get some products. Because, of course, I'm not from here, so I had to get some products. And I had 12 people at the shop waiting on me. All based off me networking off of MySpace, advertising, doing bulletins. 12 people in a place I've never been. I had never been nowhere in South Carolina when I touched down here. I had 12 people waiting on me. Guess what happened? Those 12 went out. Another 12, 13, 14 came the next day. It didn't stop. I came here every 2008, September, October, November. I came every 3 weeks. Hey, just saying. I came every 3 weeks. What I told the ladies was, I'm coming here, but I have to, tie up my ends at home. I know you're going to get your hair done probably while I'm gone. If you want to be my client, all I ask is that you not allow anyone to cut your hair. Because it's kind of hard to come back. Somebody jack up your work and if you try to fix it, that's more money for them. So, hey, them ladies, they didn't go to nobody else. They waited. But in the meantime, they still steady sending people. I had a lady that worked inside of Verizon. That woman sent me so many customers. Man, when I touched down here, I know I wasn't gonna work with that man because he was, I don't know, it wasn't a place for me. I had met another salon owner there, and I told him when I came back for good that I was gonna work if I could work in his shop, and he, we cool. But something happened, so I had to leave like immediately. And I called the man. I said, hey, right now I'm not supposed to pay Boofer in here until March. I said, I know you can't do for me what he's doing. I said, I can pay you something, but I need to start working now. When I tell you they came and picked me up, and I went to that shop, that man charged me $65 for like 3 months. I went to Ohio, got my car, and I drove back to South Carolina. I was supposed to have a roommate, and that fell through. I went to a hotel for a week. Because, back then they had their monthly rates, and it was kind of, in 2008, the monthly rate was like $197. You know what I mean? It's much higher now, but I drove 12 hours. I got off the highway. Once again, nowhere to go. I got off that highway, 5 p.m. in the back of that salon. and went in there and started working till like 12 o'clock. I know hustle. I know grind. I went and got that room. I stayed there a week. One day I was driving down the street and I seen some apartments and I went over there. I told them, hey, my credit ain't the best. Place to live. And $35 fee. There. Now I got a place to live. Now I can hustle hard. So here I am, transitioning again. I don't know nobody. I got to rebuild again. But one thing I know is repetition. If I did it once, I could do it twice. If I did it twice, I could do it 3 times. Except for this time, I got to do it big because that's what God said. He said, do it big. One thing I know, I'll never be as low as I was in Cleveland when I got here. I'll never be as low as I am right now. And I'm not low. Catch that. I'm not low right now here. I'm well. You know what I'm saying? I got a nice place. I got a car. I'm eating. A little strapped sometimes, but I'm in a very good place. Far from how I was in Cleveland. So I know this is my low place. And when your low ain't low and you know you're never gonna go low as you was in the last place you left, guess what that means? I'm good. Because I got the faith of a mustard seed, baby. A faith of a mustard seed. Do y'all know how big a mustard seed is? Come on. I'm trying my hardest, y'all, to not have to leave here and not left any kind of nothing, any kind of impression in the world, any kind of something for my babies and my grandbabies that I don't have yet. I'm gaining wisdom that I never had. I'm gaining knowledge that I'm gaining wisdom that I wish I had before, and I'm actually gaining knowledge that I'm going to need now that I do have the wisdom. And definitely wish I had years ago. Had I had the level of wisdom that I have now, and I'm still growing in that. I'm still asking God, give me more wisdom. I just want wisdom. Because if I got wisdom, I know what to do with everything He has for me. Everything that He blesses me with, I know what to do with it with wisdom. So if I knew then what I know now, I can't even cry about that. That's like crying over spilled milk. I probably would have been close to a millionaire by now if I knew what I knew now. But now that I know, you know what they say, when you know better, you do better. There's absolutely nothing I can do going forward that was the same that I did the last 15 years. If I do it the same, I have to do it either right or do what I didn't do before. Like I said, I had a whole bunch of business ideas that I never got to launch around here. And I know it's just because this area ain't ready. You know, I mean, geographics really do play a part in things we're trying to do. When you're trying to introduce stuff to people that are kind of behind, in a sense, it's kind of hard to get up. It's like you get those opportunities sometimes where you can boom and get in there a little bit, but it's so much stuff that I know that is inside of me that I need to birth. And I'm pretty sure it just wasn't supposed to be here. And that's okay because I still got all of my ideas. That's why you write the vision and make it plain. Because now when it didn't go over here, I know what I need to do because I observe. I think I was telling y'all one day about how people are very cliquey around here. If you're not on the inside, you don't know. How am I a whole stylist in this area? And I don't know about barber and stylist brunch that seem to happen often. Because I would have had to be on the inside of something that I don't know. But everything that I wanted to do over the last 15 years, I still got all those business ideas. I still got them all. And it's a whole different mindset of people that I will now launch and present to. So I always have a plan. And I've come to realize that our timing is, well, I've been doing this, but sometimes you get that chin check. Our time is not God's time. But when it's his time, it's the right time. So there's going to be people I come in contact with that are going to be like, oh my God, I never thought about that. You know, I know it because I can feel it. I can see it. I can hear it plain as day. You know, a lot of times people don't even like to cross promote with people. They don't even like to, like they say they want to do networking, but people don't even like to really share ideas, you know, brainstorm with one another. I told you I'm gonna bring my friend Patrick on here and we're gonna do what we do a blueprint Monday. We're gonna come on here and do it one day. Um, I used to cross promote with other barbers and stylists that didn't work in the salon with me, and nobody understood that. But because I understood what's for me is for me, it worked, you know. Let's see who can get the most new clients in a matter of 2 weeks. So there was a barber that would, like, every time we get a new client, we would take a picture and tag each other. So which means those pictures were going to all three of our pages. The average person wasn't really looking at who did what really, but when they seen my picture on the other girl page, they were booking with her. When they seen her picture on my page, they were booking with me. And we was getting so many new customers. Like, this challenge was serious, but none of us worked in the same shop. Like I said, people don't like to really truly network. We can do so many great things with one another if we just learn how to be people. I don't even know how that, yeah, we learn how to be people. We're supposed to be caring. We're supposed to be kind. We're supposed to have compassion. We're supposed to love. Man, where is the love, dude? Where is the love? And I'm just saying all this to say, like, anything that y'all want to do, do it. Like, don't feel like you can't if you're feeling like that, or if you've been wondering, like, dang, should I do it? Is it time? Yeah, it's time, because we ain't got that much time. It's really time. I'm gonna need for y'all to do some things, because guess what? It might be a time where one of us cross promote with each other. We don't have to be in the same place to promote business. Um, what you call it? Some people might have an organization. Some people might have a product. Whatever it is, I'm talking about bigger than social media, outside of, you know, if you provide a service, just think this is a whole world on here. Just think if we were sharing with each other's, you know, each other's businesses with each other. Who sees it? And then we hitting you up, talk about, hey, clean, you know, I want to buy some of your barbecue sauce. I don't know why I said barbecue sauce, but yeah. Do you make barbecue sauce? Please tell me you don't. I don't know. I think I'm just amped because I just want to do it. Y'all know what I'm about to say. I just want to do it big, baby. I want to do it big. I'm going to do it big. I want to wake up in the next 6 months and be like, just go outside and yell to the sky, Mom, Dad, I wish you was here so you can see this. I did it. That's all I'm looking forward to. That is all I'm looking forward to. I'm not looking forward to nothing else. Anything that doesn't add value, I don't care. Whatever. Anything that doesn't lift up, I don't want it. Anything that doesn't help me to grow, teach me something, there's no room for it. She just got awesome sauce. It's just no room for it. Man, it's so much stuff that we could be doing that is just absolutely 100% amazing. And it's just like, I just really feel passionate today for y'all to just do those things, man. Do it. I don't care if somebody else doing it. A lot of people get caught in that trap. Well, so and so already doing it. Somebody already doing that. That don't got nothing to do with you. That is none of your business. What happened if yours is better? What happened if there's a certain people waiting on yours that would never go to theirs? I'm in the process of uh giving my clients referrals of stylists that can take care of them when I leave. And I selected two. And it's crazy because before I even told them who it was, a couple of them said, I'm not going to this person. And that's one of my selections. And it ain't got nothing to do with her work, but they don't want to go there. Then the other young lady, I feel like more than likely everybody's gonna wanna go with her. And that's fine, because that young lady, I know she takes pride in her work. I know she values what she do. I know if nobody else in Charleston, this girl, every class that I taught, she came. So even if we do the same thing a little bit different, there's a little bit that I imparted in her. So I know that she's going to take care of my customers the same way I would. And the biggest thing I know is she loves God. That's important. That's the thing that will draw my clients to her even more. Then I got something that's just flat out like, nah, I'll catch a flight. I'm good. And that's good too. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I'm all for that too. But it's just, God, and it's so funny because this girl is the same exact girl that I was doing the cross promoting with. And I just really realized that when I got done with that last sentence. The same girl. Who would have known all these years later? I'll be passing the torch, if you will, in Charleston to her. Everything is for a reason. It don't happen quick all the time. Sometimes it might take minutes, hours, days, weeks, months. But sometimes it might take a year or years. That's why you should never give up on dreams, because sometimes it don't be time. Sometimes when things fail, it's because it wasn't ready. You know, if you cook a chicken on high in the oven and you bake it for 30 minutes, it might look golden brown and crispy on the outside, but when you cut that bird, it's gonna be bloody. That's the same with our dreams and our visions. You can cook it fast, but when you cut it, it's gonna be bloody. You gotta really like put time into what you're doing and almost like give it to God so you can know when to strike. And I think a lot of times the time to strike is when it seems like you can't, or when it seems like everything is against you. Because I just think that in those conditions, that's when the best of you comes out. It's not an easy walk in the park for most things we got to do. I mean, whether it's parenting, our job, or just dealing with people on a daily basis, it's not always an easy job. But I think when it's rough, you learn to fight. And you fight better. You know what I mean? You're more strategic in your fight. The more fights you go through, you win some, you lose some, just like physical fights. But at the end of the day, if you're still here, you live to fight another day, just like Daddy said on Friday. Because you didn't give up. You know what I mean? You didn't give up. It just wasn't time. And I think we don't, all too often, we don't understand that. It wasn't that it wasn't right. It wasn't that it wasn't good. It wasn't time. So although I had all these ideas that I wanted to do for the last 17 years, some of the stuff I got when I was 17 years ago, some of it since I've been here within the last 15 years. But one thing I know for sure It gotta be time now. Cause woo, things been tight, buddy. People like bobbing and weaving, just walking down here to this liquor store right here. I'm looking at in front of the shop. Yes, Gary. Just like that. Big! I need y'all to do it, man. I don't care if it's, man, if you, man, clean. When you caking, do it big. Do it big. I don't care what it is. Just do it big. The world needs to see you. Some of us, the world needs to hear us, Gary. Do it big. Please get to that page, sir. Is that my client? Nah, that ain't her. Yeah, man. I don't know. I think I just got fired up because it was something about her saying I got an iPhone for you that triggered me. Sweet. Something about her saying I got an iPhone. This show done triggered me. I had a fire set up in my bones. Uh, I'm a little bit dizzy. But I know one thing for sure. Let me catch my breath. I just drove all the way from this side of Somerville to the other side and back. Ain't get no food. But oh well. How y'all doing today on this fine Saturday? Everything good? Now that I done cussed y'all out and told y'all to go and do it big. Now we got that out the way. How's it going? I promise y'all, I'm too hyper. And I called these apartments today, y'all. And I'm a person that's really sensitive. Like when usually when it's something like okay, like if I was out somewhere, say me and Gary hanging out, and we just talking and laughing and everything, and then the conversation is I don't know, it goes to something that's maybe um like how the other day I said I see you on stage and whatever what I said. Um Sometimes when that happens to me, I get super cold, like real cold, like it's like a bone cold. It's not like a you get like a skin cold. It's a bone cold, and I'm cold until after whatever it is done. And or sometimes it'd just be like if somebody walks in my room, like a client. A lot of times when, especially when it's like a minister, but I don't know, a person can walk in my room and I just get that chill and I look at them. And sometimes I have to ask them, like, "Are you a minister?" Oh, yeah, me and my husband have a church. I'm never wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they'll be like, "No, but people be saying that." I'm not wrong with it. But I called this place and I put on my voice like, "Hey, how you doing, Mark?" Listen, I was looking at your property and well, let me back up. First, my friend showed it to me, and then I went online and started, checking into you guys, and I love what I see. Let me ask you this: what are your rental requirements? Okay, that's good. What's your name? My name is Jamaica. Nice to meet you. Okay, let me see. When are you looking to move in? I tell him the dates. Then he says, okay, let's see what we can do for you. He went and gave me the information, and he's like, "Are there any other amenities that you look for?" I already looked at this place. I'm like, I ain't gonna say what I told him because y'all gonna start making jokes, but well, clean wheel. Um, but I was like, I'm not. I mean, that doesn't even really matter. I just prefer to be higher up. If I could be on the top floor, that would be great. And I was like, then I did ask him. I said, well, do you guys do like community events like on a monthly basis or anything? And he was like, well, I'm not sure because I'm not in the main office, but I can find that out for you. And I was like, no, not this. That's not necessary. I was just asking, because where I used to live in South Carolina, they did that, and it was pretty cool. And he was like, oh, okay. He was like, well, if there's anything else, just call us and let us know. Da da da. And then he was like, yeah, because I'm actually in South Carolina now. It's like, oh, okay, that's cool. Nevertheless, I hung up the phone. Y'all know I got super code. So while I've been trying to narrow down to like 2 or 3 places that I will apply, these people have an admin fee, application fee, and no deposit. What we talking about the other day? That wind, that ruach. That's where I'm at. I'm being sensitive to the spirit. I'm paying attention. Yeah, I can play, joke, laugh, all this stuff. I like to be funny. I like to be ratchet sometimes. But there's one thing that'll never change about me is my spiritual connection to God. Because ain't nothing I can do about it. I can't turn it off. That's why you never hear me say I don't want it. It's just gonna come. It might come in comedy form. It might cuss you out. I don't know. But it's gonna come. And I'm okay with that because I know who I am. I know whose I am. And I accept it wholeheartedly. Anybody don't like me, he love me. And I'm talking about God. Oh, he loves me. He love y'all. He love all of us. Even us that don't act right. He love us. Love us so much. But I'm just saying, I'm excited and I want y'all to get excited and start doing everything that you're supposed to do. No, I wasn't cussing. I did say ASS earlier, but you wasn't here, so I blame it on you. But it was one of them, heated fellowship type of things. I couldn't help it. I don't think another word would have fit Gary. And I did catch the sugar honey iced tea. So yeah, remember we agreed that sometime they're gonna come out. Sometime they're gonna come out. That one had to come out because I was talking. Yeah, I had to say it. I did. I had to say it. Oh, I gotta do the Popo's hair, y'all. That's my girl. She my girl because she just started coming to me recently and she's been faithful. Where a lot of my older people been missing. She been faithful. She done sent me clients and she done booked appointments all the way up until the day I stopped doing hair here. That's what I'm talking about. That's the client I'm gonna build my new clientele based off of. I'm gonna treat my new clientele like like when I do my target market and my ideal client, I'm going to base it like a case study. I'm going to find the individuals that are like those that were most grateful, those that love what I do, that loved what I do, that wanted to see me excel, that wanted to share with everybody who did their hair, and that just, were consistent with me. Those are the things that I'm looking for in new clients. Because those are the ones that's going to be the most loyal. Those are the ones that are going to be for me. If I base them off of the ones that I know I was blessed with here, then they are going to be the ones that I am blessed to serve there. And that's how I look at it. My name is Jamaica Shear. I am your short hair specialist. How may I serve you? Some weak people wouldn't even want to say, how can I serve you? But guess what? I provide a service, number one. Number two, a synonym for serve is to minister to. What I do is a ministry. It ain't a church, it's a ministry. There's healing that goes on. There's life feeling that goes on. There's love that comes through. There's stuff that comes through that I don't know, but that's my gift. And I operate well in it. I pray for strategy and great ideas. I pray for definitely wisdom for all of us. I pray that y'all have dreams that give y'all what y'all need to, that one component you can't think how to finish this one little thing that I'm trying to do. I pray tonight y'all have a dream and y'all get it. Get it and then launch it. Do it. Man, I am not a saint and I ain't perfect. I'm not y'all, whatever. I'm exactly who I am. Jamaica. And I'm just excited. And I'm excited for y'all. And I want y'all to do it big. And I want y'all to pray for me so I can get all this stuff going. And yeah, let's just, keep us like that and keep praying for us and for our families and all that good stuff. Let's accomplish some things. Let's end the year accomplishing something so we can take off in the new year accomplishing a whole bunch of new something again. How about that? We're not going to make no resolutions because we be lying. We just going to agree that next year we going to do it big, baby. All right, y'all. I got to go. I want to stay like 9 more minutes, but I got to get this lady's hair started. So as always, I thank you guys for coming and listening to my meat talk. Allow me my 52 minutes to rant and go on about whatever it was that was going on today. I'll catch it in the replay myself. But I did feel a sense of urgency to come and talk to my friends today and just let y'all know it's good. We got this. It's going to be grand, bigger than you ever imagined. You know what I'm saying? Bigger than you ever imagined. Don't get discouraged. Don't give up. Don't listen to the outside chatter. Stay focused. You're winning. Don't focus on the pressure. Push through the pressure. Come on. All the stuff we've been saying all week, last few weeks. Remember those things. I am. What happens, Gary? Me cussing? Or me being extra excited? Yeah, man. I just, like I said, I truly appreciate y'all. Because y'all come here and listen to me every day. A good few of you. And then, those that come when they can. I appreciate y'all all the same. When I see y'all comment in the thing and say replay, that warms my heart. I appreciate it. Like I said, I hope I've said something that inspired you, encouraged you, touched you in a good way today. And I will be back again soon. Let me go do this lady's hair. I'm about to go put my foot in this. You know what I'm saying? I want her to walk out like, yeah, me got me all the way together. That's what I'm trying to do. When I turn it to the camera, I want her to smile bigger than she ever smiled before, just like it's her first time. Yeah. All right, y'all. Bye. Let me go because I'll keep talking. Peace out.